Welcome to my chilli windowsill. So these chilli plants are still producing and growing on my windowsill, and it is the 16th of December 2020. I mean, that's some pretty good going, I think. If you look, they're really bountiful. So I've got a couple of different varieties. Over here, if you can avoid the traffic behind, but what you can see is some big yellow Armageddon. So they're supposed to be one of the hottest chilies on the scale, and what I've got here is some very poor looking Carolina Reaper. I mean, there's no comparison really, is there? Look at that, it's tiny. Whereas over here there's an abundance of beautiful yellow chilies, and I have to admit, I didn't grow these two plants from seed. I have grown the others from seed. These were special. They were special from a company called Pick and Joy. So you buy them in the early spring. I bought these in March and they were already fruiting. And we've had a succession of crops since March, and we're now in December. So that's incredible. I mean, really, you know, I paid a ridiculous amount of money for them. I think I paid something like £18 per plant. And at the time, we were just coming into lockdown because, as you can see, we live in an apartment on a busy road. And so these plants have produced chilies since March. Now, admittedly, since March until last month, they were in the greenhouse down on the allotment, and I just suspected that if I brought them home and put them on the windowsill, they might just carry on. And look what they've done. They've just carried on, bless them. They do look like they're coming to the end of their tether. I mean, that's really, you know, they're a bit past their best. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to harvest all of these. Look at how they're there. I'm going to harvest all of these chilies. The yellow ones on this bush and this bush. And they are just called hot yellow chili. They don't have any other name than that. And I'm going to make some chili jam. So I'm going to, as I say, harvest this lot first. And then I'm going to harvest the Armageddon. And because they're yellow too, and they're really, really hot, I'm probably going to put one Armageddon per whole bunch of these together in my jam pot to make some stonking chili jam for Christmas presents. So watch this space, and I'll catch you later. Well, as you can see, I have denuded the chilies. It's a good word, isn't it, that, denuded? So the Armageddon, Carolina Reaper, and the little small yellow hot chilies have now been, I need to really vacuum the floor now. Look at that. The bedroom's just covered in leaves. And what have we got there? We've got a bowl full of chilies. I'm going to weigh them in a minute and find out exactly how heavy the harvest is. And then I'm going to come back later and show you how I make my infamous chili jam. Watch in fascination as I try not to create a chili gas, which is just like the most potent thing in the world in the kitchen, and wear a ventilating mask, and I have to open the windows because the fumes are so powerful. Anyway, we'll see those in a second. So these are the chilies that have been washed, floating lovely. So after you've washed and weighed them, you need to make sure that you get rid of all of the little green stalks. Yes, every single one of them. There are thousands of them. It took ages. And then here are my other ingredients. Organic cider vinegar, apple juice, salt, sugar, and I added garlic too. For full details, please see the description in the YouTube channel. I then put them in my blender and then put all the ingredients in my jam pot. As you can see, I'm wearing a rather fetching mask That's because chili vapours are really strong and hazardous. Be warned. Ta-da! The final product, and they were yummy too and made great presents.